Hi everyone, Kim here. Welcome, welcome. How are you in this last quarter phase of the moon? How are you feeling? How are you navigating? I'm just starting over there on Instagram, welcoming everybody to today. So we are here in the last quarter. So we've got 7 days until the new moon. Excuse me. So hello everybody over on Instagram. This is our live oracle card reading for this week, the last quarter phase of the moon. So, what does that feel like for each of us? I mean, if it's appropriate for you to do a quick check-in with yourself, how are you feeling within your body? How much energy is available? Do you feel that all spurred on and, super vibrant, ready to start creating things, which is generally more the energy of the new moon and the full moon? The energy of this last quarter is more about completion, that we want to follow through on the intentions that we set for ourselves at the beginning of this moon cycle, tweak them, look at the things that might need adjusting, and just keep gently putting our energy towards it. But it is a gentle energy and it's a completion energy. So see how that fits within your life with the with the intentions that you set for yourself. Alrighty, let's just do a little refresh over here on Facebook and see who's with us. Good morning, Sharon. Lovely to see you. Hi, Christine. Feeling a bit flat today. You can definitely have a card when we get to that part, Christine, so I'll pop your name down. Feeling a bit flat. So, that can be exactly that energy where we feel like the lights are just dimming a little bit, so maybe that means that you've exerted, quite a bit of energy earlier on in this cycle, and now it's asking for you to slow down, to rest a little more. Pay attention to the signs. Our body is always speaking to us, and if we allow it to share with us without any judgment on our behalf, so no guilt, no judgment, then we go with the flow of what's occurring and how our body's feeling and managing the energies that are available to us. So that would suggest, Christine, to rest a little more for yourself, get into that more reflective space. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Really love it. Okay, so I'm pulling a card for the overall message, and the card is patience. So if we look at this card, what connects for you? What is the message that's coming through for you? Notice the things that you notice. So you notice the red balloon, so passion, purpose. We look through the portal and we're looking at the moon through the portal. So that would suggest to me that coupled with the word patience is, all things come in all good time. It's not that we're doing anything wrong. It's that maybe it's not the right time for something that you have an inkling to share, to offer. It's just often about timing. So be patient, allow things to line up a little bit more. We're so conditioned to this go, go, go world, rather than allowing ourselves to breathe and to go with the energy, where the energy is flowing, and we have all these beautiful inspirations that come through and we get eager to want to share them. But it is also about the right timing. The world might not quite be ready for you just yet, or for that particular offering. So please pay attention to that and allow yourself to observe, breathe, nurture, self-care, do all of those things whilst you're waiting for, the green light, if you like, and you will know when it's the right time to take that action. And this is suggesting that it's, another moon phase that we might be waiting for the moon to be, moving towards full in its next phase. trust your own intuition on it, and take away your own messages on this. So let me refresh these comments again here on Facebook. It likes to play this game, so that's okay. I feel like we've got a handle. There you all are. Look at you there. All right, so that's the overall card, and welcome over on Instagram. Let me just catch up on a few of these. Of course, Sharon, you can have a card as well. Let's put that down. Good morning, Beck. Energy is a bit low for sure. Absolutely. So, totally in sync and totally on cue. And again, you've been putting a lot out there, right? So make sure that you're replenishing and allowing your energies to regather. We cannot serve others fully if we're not taking good care of ourselves. Hey, Julia, of course you can have a card. Love what you two are doing together. It's amazing. Love, love, love. The collective patience message totally resonates. Beautiful, Sharon. Hey, Regina, nice to see you. And yes, a card. Beautiful. Now, over on Instagram, if you would like a card pulled for you, you just pop a yes, please, in the comments, and we'll get to that. So let's go on and start doing some individual readings. And that's 2. We just want 1. Thank you. Alrighty. And we're doing this card for Christine. So if you've got a particular question that you're looking for an answer on, then hold the energy of that question. It's keep bringing 2 cards. And if not, what's for my highest good? What will serve my highest good right now? And there's 1 jumping, and it's growth. So this is an indication, and you said you were feeling a little bit tired. So this to me is honoring the growth that you have been going through. And of course, when we grow, we need that space to integrate, to allow, really allow for that energy to digest, to be integrated into our system. And that can come in the form of tiredness, because our bodies will slow us up if we need to to have less stimulation and allow the growth to really settle into all of our body. So nature is our greatest one of our greatest spaces to really hold the energy for us. Self-Reiki, any of your self-care modalities that really serve you to integrate the learning and the growth. This is what this card is all about for you today. So really honoring the growth that you've been through and the beauty of that. And you're looking from a different vantage point now, so allowing yourself to adjust to that. Beautiful. It's almost like you might have a bit of vertigo, not actual vertigo, but that feeling of so we want to let that stabilize a little bit. All right. Sharon. There it is. Look at that, sticking out there. What have we got? Nourishment. I'm going to just hold this up here so that you can see what's really standing out for you today. Just really noticing that. What I'm really noticing is the stream of light, of the energy of the light coming in, and it's coming from the moon. So if we look at that picture, let me just turn this around for a minute. So yeah, so it is a waning moon that moon is. So it's saying allow the energy of this moon, like you're really connected in to this. I'm feeling a really strong energetic anchor into the moon cycle and the moon phase right now for you, Sharon. So allowing that light and that energy to come from this moon phase, meaning that it's that reflection that allows us, when we stop and we reflect back, that's when the integration occurs. So whatever's been occurring through this cycle, really giving yourself the space to allow that wisdom to nourish you. If you saw something different, I'd love for you to share. Let me just do a quick refresh on these comments over here so that we can see. Hi Barbara, nice to see you. Yes, of course you can. Christine says, thank you, I appreciate the message. You're most welcome. All right, we'll wait for Sharon to catch up there. And again, hello everybody over on, there any messages there? Not at this point. So over on Instagram, if you'd like a card pulled for you, you just pop a yes please in the comments. We are up to back. And we've got the blossoming card. I almost feel like you might have had this card recently. Maybe it was somebody else. I'm really being drawn to the music that you're playing. The music that you're playing is having a beautiful, I'm just going to soften the words a little bit. I just got that. Just soften the words a little bit. The music that you are playing is having a beautiful impact on the world. It's really bringing the light through for so many, and there's a lot of gratitude around that for you. Oh, what a lovely message. I'm doing a energy healers course at the moment with a beautiful person, Lee Harris. I've mentioned him quite a few times. If you haven't checked him out, I suggest you do. He has beautiful music, he channels, and he's a beautiful healer. And he said something in the channel this morning about the work that we do on ourselves now will mean that generations to come won't have to endure those same things that we did. And that really landed for me. It was like, whoa. Wow. And like, it just, of course we do the work for ourselves, but doing the work for others, that the work that we do on ourselves has an impact on others, is really beautiful. And that's what the energy of this card is today. So thank you for the work that you were brave enough to share with the world, Beck. It's really received and it's really making a difference. Aww. So yummy. So nice. Julia. Another one making a difference. You all here are making an incredible difference by being who you are. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Beginnings. Okay, I just let that download a little bit more. And this is about not so much external beginnings, but you're beginning to see yourself in a different light. That's really nice. So really appreciating yourself and your offerings, who you're showing up as in the world. Again, being courageous enough to be an expression of your soul, an authentic expression of your soul. Is having an impact, and the fact that you're starting to really see that and respect that yourself is really beautiful, and the point, right? We all come in and we've had our memories, wiped, if you like, and our journey is to remember who we truly are. So these moments right now, when you're really integrating and understanding the depth of the truth of who you really are, beautiful. Really take a moment to feel that, and really, yeah, whoa, yum. What beautiful readings this morning. Okay, Regina. And again, Instagram, you too could have a card pulled for you if you like. You just need to pop a yes please in the comments. I know that there are a few people over there that's joined, and maybe this is new, and that's okay, but that's how this works. If you would like a personalized message, or not, just take what resonates, like the people that are listening to the recording. If something touches you and resonates for you, then you know, that's the message for you today. Oh, sovereignty. So we're at Regina. Okay, straighten that crown, my lovely. Remember your queenness. Remember that sovereignty that you have within you, that place that is beautifully balanced and anchored in the earth, connected to the divine, and you're bringing that all through in the connection through your heart space. So ensuring that you're being generous and kind and compassionate to yourself. Hello, Bert, nice to see you. That is beautiful. So that's what we want to see more of, is really the reverence for your own queenness is what this card is the reminder of. And it's easy when we're in our day-to-day things that we can get caught up with, you know, comparisons and listening to this and listening to that, but coming back to heart space and coming back to that place within yourself that knows who you are and knows your individualness is exactly who you're meant to be in the world. So remembering that for yourself, Regina. So take a moment to reflect on that. What does sovereignty mean, or what does my queenness mean to me? And, you know, make those adjustments to be in that space for yourself. Beautiful. I love it. All right, and if there's anybody else on Facebook or on Instagram that would like a card pulled for them, please pop a yes please in the comments. I'll do a quick refresh over here on Facebook in just a moment. Barbara, I'm pulling a card for you right now. Purity. Watch those thoughts, my love. Looking through at this card, I'm just trying to get that so it hasn't got too much reflection on it. We've got the white across the brow. So, and you notice the butterfly there. So this is really important to notice our own thoughts, our own self-commentary. You know, particularly if we've had some negative influences around us that have not encouraged us and not spoken very highly around us, then we can really take that on, and our own inner critic becomes quite strong, because we'd rather criticize ourselves before somebody else does that. And that's a default program that we get to change if we so choose. And we change that inner commentary to be, you're doing really great, I love this about you, and really building that self-love, self-care, self-respect, because we've let the external be the influence. So we want to keep, you know, reminding ourselves. One of the things I love to do is, as soon as I wake in the morning, and I got this from Wayne Dyer, was to say thank you. Because that in and of itself is amazing, that we get to wake up each day, right? So if we start with that gratitude and then remind ourselves, you're safe, you're fine, you're doing great. You know, whatever that talk that really encourages you to be more fully yourself, then that's what you get to practice. So being mindful of the inner talk is what you're being urged to do today. Beautiful. Let me just do a quick refresh over here. And boom, there we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, Regina's saying, I massaged to Lee's music. Beautiful. I went to his Love Tour concert last month. Beautiful. I bought the recording of that. He's really bringing some beautiful messages through. Yeah, lovely. Hi, Tina. I am well, thank you. It has been a while. Can I have a card, please? Of course you can. I'll pop that on there. All the cards resonate with me today. Beautiful. Hi, Michael. Lovely to see you as well. What else is happening here? Julia saying, thank you, Kim. Yes, this feels true for me right now. Beautiful. Stunning. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Tina, let's pull a card for you. Now, what did you just say there? Hope you were well. You put another comment in there. Can I please have a card? I would like some guidance with home and work at the moment. So Michael's making me smile over here. He's got a big hi, Kim. Alrighty. Okay, so the cards come straight away, and it's self-reflection. So this is okay. Let's just slow this down a little bit for Tina. I'd like some guidance with home and work at the moment. Okay, so sweetheart, work is your pretty much your constant. Okay, so I want you to come back to the space of self-reflection on what's in your heart, not the mind. I should do this. I could do this, but here. And often I do say to people I get the opportunity to sit with is, was there something as a young person that you desired to be? And I remember when people used to ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be a cooking teacher. Because for some, I love to cook. My grandmother taught me to cook, and I do love to cook. And I did learn to be a cooking teacher, and just quietly, I was pretty bad at it. It just wasn't really my thing. Anyway, all good, but I tried it. And what I realized, of course, as I've continued on, of course, I'm a teacher. I needed to remove the other words around it. And cooking is one of my love languages. I love to cook for the people that I love. I put loads of loving magic in the food. So, what is it that's in your heart? What do you really desire? And if you're not sure about that, if your head gets in the way and you feel like, but I don't know, then maybe start to ask some of your close friends, the ones that are loving and the ones that are really respectful of you, what they believe your qualities are, and let them reflect some of those things back to you, and then be with those, sit with those. So this card is offering to you today to stop looking externally and look internally, and that's the journey, right? For all of us to stop seeking other people's opinion and really learn to trust our own inner guidance. It's there, and Spirit is talking to us when we want to listen to it. So opening up that conversation, trusting yourself, trusting your own intuition and your own inner guidance. I'm not sure if I've said this to you before, but I would suggest for you to, if you don't have your own deck, and I'm pretty sure you do have your own oracle deck, start to use that on a regular basis. That will really help you to learn to really be able to rely on your own inner guidance. Okay, I really hope that supports you. Beautiful. Let me do a refresh over here. And if there's anybody on Instagram that would love a card, then just pop a yes, please. Or as always, whatever resonates with you is exactly the message for you today. Barbara says, just finished the Let Them theory with Mel Robbins. Yeah, okay. Great book. I really think that there's a lot of value in that book. I feel like there's a lot deeper we could go, but I do believe in the essence of the story, and some of her tips are really fantastic. Hey Lisa, nice to see you. Of course you can have a card. Alrighty. Cards are a little all over the place. Let's give me a minute to settle their energy. Maybe it's a chance for all of us to just settle our energy for a moment. And our breath is a beautiful way to do that. Lovely. That feels... Oh, and there's the card straight away. Don't you love that? Balance. Lisa, balance. Balance between the doing and the being. Balance between the masculine and the feminine. The balance between being external and internal. It's dark and light. It's hot. It's cold. All of the balances. Where is that point within you that you find your balance? And it's suggesting that perhaps you've become a little out of balance. So how do you bring that back into balance for yourself? Definitely for me, it is about bringing my awareness to my breath. It's doing my yoga practice. It's meditating. It's being in nature. It's listening to my body, actually sitting with my body and letting it tell me, what is it that is really going on? Why am I pushing myself so hard at the moment? What is that belief or that external pressure that I'm allowing to affect me? So finding some moments, and I know that that can be really challenging, especially if we've got young family and we've got a lot of things on our to-do list, but finding some moments for yourself to bring yourself back to that place, or bring yourself to your alignment, to your equilibrium. And breath is such a great way to do that. Michael is on here, or was on here, and he is offering beautiful breath work and beautiful connection. He does that on a Wednesday morning by the bay, over on, this is New Brisbane person, so over on the Wellington Point side. Beautiful spot. I love Wellington Point. My eldest son got married on the little island off that point, so it's beautiful energy over there, definitely. So if you're over that side of Brisbane, then please go and check Michael's work out. He's just a divine human being. So bring balance. Find what it is for you to allow that more balance. As women, as people that care, we so often just give, and we can be giving at the expense of ourselves, and that leads to burnout. So how do we find that balance? We don't want to get to that place of push, and then get sick. So we want to make sure that in every day, in several times in the day, that we come back to this space of remembering. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is to sit and look out at the trees. I've got beautiful gum trees around me. That brings me back into myself and aligns my energies again. So I'm going to do one more refresh here, see if we've got anybody that I had missed. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. I've got that, Regina, I've got that playing in the background. It is beautiful and heart-opening music, so most definitely. Beautiful, Lisa, you've received that. Tina said, thanks, Kim. We'll take that on board. Let me just go up here a little bit. I'm missing one message. Sharon, Kim, what oracle deck are you using for these messages? I am using, great question, Sharon. I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. Now, this is a deck that I was called to go to Crystal Castle many years ago at the beginning of my journey, and this was before I was offering readings professionally. I wasn't bringing my spirituality into my professional world. I was coaching, but it was much more masculine model. And once I had this deck, I then set myself a challenge to do lives every day for 30 days to build my confidence. And my business has taken a life of its own since then, and I just love it. So it's Stacey DeMarco. It's a very, what I like about it is because, as you know, I'm passionate about connecting ourselves with the moon phases. It's affecting us whether we pay attention to it or not, so why not pay attention to it? And it's quite simple. It doesn't mean it's not deep and profound, but they're simple in their messaging, so they're great for others to to take on board and to start. But let the deck choose you. Go into your favorite shop that has decks and choose. And I regularly will attract new decks with me. Anyway, I've answered that question. I think that we have come to a nice space there. Thank you everybody for showing up. If I can be of service to you, please message me. The links are in my Facebook group here. And yeah, be kind and gentle with yourself. We are entering the end of the moon cycle, so a little more quiet, a little more self-reflection, slow down a little bit, get into nature if you can, and always be kind and loving to yourself. Lots of love, everybody. I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone.